Kilo Zulu 4 Hotel Mike.
Roger, Roger, Hotel Mike. What's the name there?
Roger, Roger, Hotel Mike. What's the name there? The name here is Brandon, and I'm in Lexington, South Carolina, testing out a repaired antenna, wondering if it was getting out and how far.
Okay, so I'm monitoring you on my my Georgia SDR at the moment, sir. And what radio is that you're running today, sir?
And what radio is that you're running today, sir? I am running the Yaesu FTDX-101 MP, and I am currently on a 135-foot long wire that I've set up 80 meters and just testing along if I can, if it's getting out and doing a job.
Yes, sir. Well, looking at the Georgia SDR that it's coming in on, you're look to be about 12 dB over their noise level. So just a beautiful job, Roger. Roger. Why did you? We usually this is a setup channel for transmitters, and we usually start. If you might be interested in, having the best signal, one of the first things we check is that transmit bandwidth, TBW. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but it determines how well your audio is presented in your transmitter. If that's a newer radio, so it has a transmit bandwidth called wide, 100 to 2900, and that's the one that we prefer. So as you be looking through your book or whatever, that is what we wanted to give you the best possibility for your transmitter audio frequency wise, and also then you just have a slice of daylight before you're into somebody else's conversation because you're doing 100 to 2900. Roger?
Conversation because you're doing 100 to 2900. Roger? Roger, sir. I am running 2700 hertz on the bandwidth.
Yes, sir. So I would kick that up to 100 to 2900, because what's happening is when you're in that lower resolution, you're rolling off your top-end audio, and that top-end audio is where all of the intelligibility is. Mostly is in the upper frequency ranges, and so you want to try to preserve those as best as possible for people to be understanding of what you're saying. Roger, Roger.
For people to be understanding of what you're saying. Roger, Roger. Roger that. I bumped it up to 3000 hertz or 3 kilohertz and have moved it over to, what was it? It was plus...
That's plus 320 hertz.
Okay, so I think you just hit your VFO. So usually, if you're going to talk for longer than 10 or 15 seconds, I would usually put that on lock so you don't hit your VFO. But something else, that 3K is a little too high, because that will ensure that if you have a next door neighbor, you're going to be in their conversation. So like I say, the ideal transmit bandwidth is 100 to 2900, and in most cases it's noted as a wide, 100 to 2900. Roger?
Noted as a wide, 100 to 2900. Roger? Roger, Roger. Well, I just moved it down to 2800, so it might move me a little bit more back into your wheelhouse. Of course, I bumped the VFO and knocked it off frequency too, though.
Roger, Roger. Now, you do not have the capability of putting in numbers on your transmit bandwidth. Most radios do. They give you usually three selections. One of them normally is wide, 100 to 2900. And, it's your boat. You can float it however you want. I'm just telling you that that 100 to 2900 is just a great transmit bandwidth for the operation of that transmitter. Roger?
Transmit bandwidth for the operation of that transmitter. Roger? Roger, sir. All right. I'll have to look around for that a little bit. I'm still fairly new with this, but I can find it somewhere. There is something somewhere that'll tell me about it.
Yes, sir. Yeah, look in the book there, and under transmit bandwidth. So that's a little-known aspect to ham radio transmitters, but it's so important because it determines the frequency, the upper ranges of the frequency response of your transmitter. When you get down into those 300, 2800, 400, 2500 frequency ranges, you're just rolling off that top end, and people are going to be saying, well, what'd he say?
Rolling off that top end, and people are going to be saying, well, what'd he say? All right, sir. I appreciate that info. As long as this antenna is working, I can work with the radio.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, you sound, like I say, you're sounding really good, and I'm sure, you know, that, well, let's put it this way. If I was sure, I wouldn't ask you to check it. So I'm not sure, and you're not sure, and that's the important thing, you know, because who knows, unless you check something, actually, where it is. Can you imagine somebody having a radio transmitter and running for 10 years, and it be in some funky 500 to 2500 transmit bandwidth, and they could have been, just up flying in the sky with 100 to 2900. Roger.
Flying in the sky with 100 to 2900. Roger. Roger that. Well, let me, while I'm here, I just will go through the menu a little bit.
Yes, sir. It's called transmit bandwidth, TBA, and it's in the menu. It's menu set transmit sideband in that area right there. To transmit bandwidth. Roger, Roger.
In that area right there. To transmit bandwidth. Roger, Roger. Roger. I'm gonna take a quick look through here. Okay, I'm in sideband mode, and I'm gonna ease down through here and see what I've got.
Roger, Roger. Transmit, sideband, and then right in there, you probably have your transmit bandwidth adjustments, and then into your transmit equalization area. Roger.
Transmit equalization area. Roger. Roger. I picked up an item here, transmit BPS select, and I'm at 200 to 2800 hertz.
Yes, sir. Now, do you have an option there of 100 to 2900?
Sure. Now, do you have an option there of 100 to 2900? Yes, sir, I do. I just changed it to 100 to 2900. Did that help?
Oh, yes, sir. Yay! That's great. That's exactly where you need to be. Now, there are some other areas that we do set up, too, is in the compressor processor area. We try to exercise a great deal of finesse with that compressor to the point that we suggest a 3. Now, what happens when you pass a 3 level on your compressor processor? It starts to want to suck up between the words, and that's not good because it's not doing anybody any good to suck up things between words. What we want is something that works on the word, and a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100 is probably, we think, about the best place to let that compressor processor work. So ideally a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100 on your compressor processor. Roger?
Or 30 out of 100 on your compressor processor. Roger? Okie doke. You're talking to me about things I have not looked at here. I am still in sideband mode on radio settings, and gosh, not really finding much about the compressor. Let me move back here.
Well, why don't you just take a note on that and crank it in at your leisure later. So we're looking to have it on, compressor processor on at a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100. Roger?
At a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100. Roger? Roger, roger. 3 of 100. Okay.
No, 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100. Just a third of the capability of the compressor processor. Roger?
Third of the capability of the compressor processor. Roger? Roger, sir. I understand.
Okay, and then it would be to set your modulation level, and that involves your ALC meter. And as you look at your ALC meter with mic gain in hand, as you say the word audio, spoken just as you would speak any other word in a QSO, don't stress it, just say it. And as you say it, you're manipulating your mic gain control as you look at your ALC meter, and you want to put that ALC meter in the sweet spot of 7 or 2/3. So as you say the word audio, you become a human test tone generator and adjust that mic level until your ALC meter is in the sweet spot of 7 or 2/3. Roger?
C meter is in the sweet spot of 7 or 2/3. Roger? Roger, sir. I understand completely, I believe.
All righty, and then it would just be a matter of EQ past that equalization. But as I'm listening to you at this point, your equalization sounds really, really good. So I think that's going to do well by itself. But if you crank in these numbers that we discussed and manage to check back in next Friday, maybe we can just, if we need to touch up that EQ, we can do it then. Roger?
If we need to touch up that EQ, we can do it then. Roger? Roger. Well, I appreciate it. I will try you again next Friday. I'm going out here and clean up my mess while I've been working on this antenna. I appreciate your contact. Where are you located, sir?
Yes, sir. We're down around Louisville, Kentucky. We're on the Indiana side of the mighty Ohio, right at Louisville. About 3 miles away, I can see downtown Louisville. Roger.
About 3 miles away, I can see downtown Louisville. Roger. Roger that. All right. Well, that sounds good. I appreciate the contact. I appreciate your time, sir. I appreciate the help. I will check on this other stuff. Like I say, need to go out here before it gets too late and clean up my mess in the backyard. Thank you again, and you have a great day. 73 to you, my friend.
Yes, sir. 73 down that way, sir. You have a great afternoon, beautiful weekend. And if you want to hear your audio, we have been recording. And if you want to hear your audio, if you go to YouTube, do a call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor, followed by the word logbook. That will take you to this recording. It'll be cut number 1 in a series of 3,700, and I'll have it uploaded to YouTube by noon tomorrow. Roger? 100,
and I'll have it uploaded to YouTube by noon tomorrow. Roger? Roger that. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. I'd like to hear that.
Roger, Roger. 73, sir. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.